Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching this video on the SAT and PSAT for 2024. Disclaimer, the SAT is a registered trademark of College Board and it was not involved in the following implementation of the products listed. And please note that the test has now changed its format, which is the focus of this presentation. The exam is now fully calculator. So for the math portion of the SAT, you will see that you can now fully use a calculator for both sections, which was not used before. How the test has stayed the same, we now know that the same topics are provided. Nothing has changed in terms of the topics. And as someone who created products for teacher pay teachers, I wanted to showcase that so you could use old prep material to help collect information on how to better perform for your students or how to better perform as a student. You could still use the same types of material that was utilized last year to prep for the exam because the topics haven't changed. What has changed is the format of the exam. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but there's still multiple choice questions. There's still open-ended questions. There's still possible solutions that are really set for students to succeed. And the scoring has remained the same. You can go from 400 to 1600 overall, or in the math section, 800 per section. Now, the changes in the format, as mentioned before, are changing, but this is a good thing. Now you can use your calculator for both the non-calculator section and calculator section that was previously provided on the previous exam is now calculator. There are two, what we call now modules, and both of the modules are now going to be calculator. So module 1 will be calculator, module 2 will be calculator as well. So in terms of the testing as well, guess what? Now the test is shorter. We're now looking at 2 hours and 14 minutes compared to 3 hours that was previously provided on that paper and pencil format. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. And as stated before, you can use a calculator throughout the whole exam. When the exam is provided for those students who may be underserved or don't have accessibility to a calculator, Blue Book, which is the company that provides the exam for College Board, has a built-in graphing calculator with this new digital test. However, you are also able to bring in your own calculator as well. I would suggest bringing your calculator just so you know something about using a specific calculator. It might be a little bit faster, a little bit easier overall in terms of accessibility. So in terms of electronic tools, we are in the digital age. So you do have the option in this exam to flag questions for later review. You can also eliminate questions disregarding your choices. And you do have accessibility to the same types of formulas that are provided on the exam for the math portion. Now, going back to bullet point number 2, one of the things that might be a little frustrating is the exam has a hidden timer and you only know the last 5 minutes remaining. So I want to point that out. So if you're in a classroom, please make sure to still look at the clock that might be in your classroom, because the only time that you have accessibility on the screen to some sort of timer is within that last 5 minutes of that module. So that's going to pop up twice, one in module 1 and module 2. And as stated before, you can use the calculator that's provided or provide your own approved calculator. And I would suggest bringing it just in case, and also because you will understand that calculator a little bit better when preparing for the exam. Now let's talk about timing. I have the timing listed here, but I want to focus on the math portion. The timing overall for both modules is 70 minutes. However, the total questions are 44. So that's something to note as well. And as stated before, you have the digital twist of basically having that 5-minute alert, being able to use the graphing calculator, options to eliminate correct answers, and also flagging. So how do you prep? You want to enroll on My SAT. You want to verify the compatibility of your device. So making sure that your computer and your battery charger is capable of really downloading Blue Book and being well prepared to ensure readiness for the exam. So I would make sure that's well in advance ready. You could download a free template exam or a free practice exam right now in 2024. So have that downloaded on your computer. Making sure that your computer is charged for exam day is very important, but also providing yourself with that charger just in case that you need to charge your computer. But make sure it is at 100% because the exam is kind of long at 2 hours and 14 minutes, less than 3 hours, I should say. And you want to make sure that your computer can handle it. Now, according to the service provider, it doesn't take that much battery charge, but just being aware of that is important to note. Let's talk about the math section breakdown. Now we call them modules because there's 2 modules. And what they have is 20 questions and 2 preliminary question type things. And you have 35 minutes to solve for both of those sections. So the math section basically consists of 33 total multiple choice questions. So you have 11 student produced response questions, which basically means open-ended. And in total, you have those 70 minutes to complete it. Now remember, it's 35 and 35. So module 1 is 35 minutes. Module 2 is 35 minutes as well to give a total of 70 minutes. And 33 questions is due to the fact that there's 22 or so, which gives the option of 33. So it's give or take, but we're just estimating 22 with the 33 plus 11. Now let's talk about what's covered in that math portion. We have algebra, so the same topic. So linear equations, the different types with 1 variable, 2 variables. This is a high yield section where you have systems of equations, linear inequality. So this is going to be a big bracket of the exam, 13 to 15 questions. So be aware of that. Now, less involved are your problem solving and your other issues, which are things like data analysis. So those tables, statistics, 1 variable data, which a lot of students do not have accessibility to. So that's important to note as well. That is going to be 5 to 7 questions. So just to be aware of that as well. This is not probability, scatter plots, conditional probability. This is not a high yield topic. It wasn't that big in the previous exam, but it seems like it has dwindled down a little bit more. Same topics covered, just numbers have changed around. Geometry and trig, which most students take in like 10th to 11th grade, very little questions, 5 to 7 topics like area, volume, angles, triangles, lines, right triangles, trigonometry, circles, 5 to 7 questions, not that much. And advanced math is another high yield topic. So those expressions, nonlinear equations, variables, system of equations, 2 variables, nonlinear functions, 13 to 15 questions. So it seems like the exam has a high yield in algebra and advanced math. As a teacher pay teacher seller, we will be looking forward to updating our curriculum in 2024 to update all of our forms. We literally just took them down from the store, and we will be placing new products to mimic the topics that are provided, a lot of questions and a lot of practice to match the fact that it's now calculator. So if anything, make sure to review this PowerPoint slide. You could also pick up a free copy of it on Teacher Pay Teachers as well. So make sure to download that for your accessibility. Thank you.